4th and goal to go to the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
This is one key stat that the Giants must improve upon, and it's they certainly next year, without question, they got to have to sit back, obviously, and look at what they got with their offensive line, right? If they're going to do anything at all in the running back department, right? And as far as like in a draft that they want to grab somebody else or something, I mean, if they're going to let go Singletary or something like that. They got Tracy. They got, they can pick once again. They can pick a later round. They can take a running back with that 6th round pick that they got from the Dolphins, right? I mean, especially if he's only going to be like the 3rd running back, right? So we got Dart, okay. Hopefully going for the future because we're really not going to know. Even if he winds up playing, say we start. I hope this don't happen. My God, I hope this don't happen. Then we start say 0-9, right? I know I'm crazy. Dart's going in there, right? So, and if he plays the final 8 games, I mean, there's really nothing. I mean, because you can see the same thing with Eli. We started off 0-6 with Eli. We finally won the last game of the season against a crappy Cowboy team, and we were at home, right? So, I mean, but those were valuable reps for Eli. Well, I said same thing here, even with Dart, right? Even if he gets in there, plays a bunch of snaps, it's not like, he's a bust. No, we don't know that. So we know next year we still got Dart, right? We got running backs, we got a quarterback. So what we got to do is we have to sit back. We need a weapon. We need another weapon. I love me some Wandale. I hope we bring him back. I love me Darius Slayton. 10 ways to Tuesday. You can be on my team anytime. Love the guy. Model player. Model citizen. Not say citizen. Person. Just fantastic. He can be. We got Hyatt. I don't know if Hyatt's ever going to wind up being any type of huge, humongous threat or anything. But we need another weapon, whether that's a tight end or a wide receiver. Right, we need another weapon, and then of course something on it. We got to look on the offensive line. How's the offensive line looking? Is it kind of fixed? But we do need another weapon, right? So, with but this is one stat that the Giants, especially from last year, they really need to improve upon. I mean, it was almost kind of like it was like the first few games of the season. I was jokingly saying to myself, it's like, we putting tight ends on the field? We got running backs in the tight end spot? What? I mean, do we have 35 wide receivers on the field? I was like, where are these catches coming? Do we have anybody catching the ball from the tight end? It was like, I think Johnson had, it was either 3 catches in the first 4 games or he had 4 catches in the first 4 games. Something. It was like the tight ends were like missing in action. It's like, we're like losing every game, so we got to be throwing the ball. It's like, where are these tight ends at? So, although Theo was coming on before he got hurt, right? Now, is he ever going to be a Shockey? Is he ever going to be as scary as a Waller? Probably not. But he was coming on. But this new stat underscores key area for the Giants offense to improve. Okay? In taking a deep dive into the stats, New York Giants need to consider getting their tight ends more involved on money down. Because, you could see, my goodness, it's like, the amount of targets that Wandale and Malik got last year was just 300 targets over it between the two of them. It's like, holy crap. I could see, I ain't got a problem throwing the ball to Malik that many, but we do need to get, these tight ends more involved. Last season, the Giants finished 27th in the league in third down conversion rate, 35.34%. I mean, you got to be, you want to be well into the 40s. I mean, if you can get a 50%, that's good, really good. While that's a team-owned stat, one position group on the offense that didn't help matters either by design or other circumstances was the tight ends. A statistical analysis by Gridiron Intelligence revealed their data showed that the Giants ranked in the bottom 5 league-wide in both passing to the tight ends and converting on third downs. Using data generated from NFL Savant of the Giants' 232 third down conversion attempts last year, 180 were pass attempts. And per the football database, while the Giants' tight ends were targeted just 19 times on third down, catching 12 such passes, the actual conversion rate wasn't quite as impressive. Going back to NFL Savant's data, Theo Johnson and Daniel Bellinger both converted just 2 third down pass conversions apiece. Wow. Bellinger's 2 conversions came on plays needing 3 or fewer yards, whereas Johnson's 2 came on third down and needing 6+ yards. Oh, sorry, buddy. That's okay. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. I got to move my legs. Sorry, buddy. You can stay there. You don't have to go. My dog's laying my feet, and I got to move my legs every now and then. Sorry, buddy. Johnson's numbers might have been even better had he not had a couple of plays wiped out by penalties and one misplayed ball sent his way that resulted in an interception. Granted, it didn't help that Johnson missed the final 5 games of the season either with a foot injury. But again, when he was in there, he put that big body and wide catch radius of his combined with way above athleticism. The RAS scores for the Giants tight ends are astronomical, really are. They draft tight ends, but they also draft good athletes. It was above average athleticism to good use in picking up the needed yardage. The key takeaways from this data are that the Giants tight ends were often an afterthought when it came to third down dependability, as New York tended to favor their receivers. The question moving forward is if the Giants, who are likely to go back to assistant head coach, offensive coordinator Mike Kafka as a team play caller this season, get the tight ends a little bit more involved on third down plays. It probably wouldn't hurt to do so, especially if receivers Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors, the 2 most targeted Giants receiving options on third downs last year, draw even more attention this coming season on the money down. I mean, it's huge, absolutely huge. Let's see here. Let's see. They have the stats here now. Wan'Dale, St. Brown. These are just okay. All right. I was trying to see if they show the stats here. Nothing. Third down. Oh. Select the team. Where the Giants? There's the Giants. I'm trying to see what kind of stats they have here. Offense, defense, short left. NFL offensive pass breakdown. Offensive play breakdown. Short left, short right, short middle, deep left, deep. Wow. Huh. Short left. Deep, short middle. Huh. They got some passing breakdowns here and all and everything. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. New York Giants passing attempt breakdown by down. On third down, they went to the short left 48 times. They went short middle 30 times, and they went short right 58 times. They went deep left 14 times, deep right 14 times. This is on third down. And they went deep middle just 4 times. So a lot of the obviously were out wide. Now that's going to be possibly another one of the things that might wind up happening. Same thing this year too. So you're going wide, right? That's where you got not all the time, but that's where sometimes you got your receivers at, right? Because if not, the tight ends have to run out there, right? But it might be the same thing this year because Russell Wilson, doesn't necessarily do a good job passing over the middle. He doesn't. That's not his forte, shall we say? Maybe if he rolls out of the pocket and there's a clear view downfield, then maybe you can target. But because being a shorter quarterback, standing in the pocket with all those giants around you, he has a hard time. That's why he's able to launch something downfield long, right? And he's successful at that. But throwing short over the middle is not his cup of tea, shall we say? So, might be the same thing here, right? I mean, it could easily be the same thing this year too. They throwing short to the left and to the right as well too. So we'll have to wait and see. But it really would be, I mean, they really have to find ways to get the tight ends more involved. I mean, I said the one thing is just it's like, like what happened to Bellinger? I mean, I know he got injured. I mean, his rookie season was not that bad. He got injured. He had the eye socket. I mean, I don't know if that somehow caused problem in his eyesight. I don't know. But then the next season, of course, Mr. Waller came in. We didn't have Theo Johnson, but Waller came in. So Waller was getting the lion's shares of the targets. So that's why you can see Bellinger took a step backwards. Then last year we drafted Theo Johnson. Theo just stepped right in there and took over the starting job. So, he was the starter, pretty much until he got injured. So it's, I don't know. But also, is it going to be another? We got quite a few of those guys from that 2022 class. Are we going to re-sign any of these guys? We're going to let them go. Bellinger would be one of them, right? We're going to keep Theo, right? Of course, we're going to keep Theo. But I mean, then we're going to re-sign. We got Fedoni, so we got Theo, right, for at least another 3 years. We got Fedoni for another 4, right, or for 4 because we haven't had him yet. For 4, so we got these young guys. Are they going to try to bring back Bellinger? Be interesting to say. But whether it's next season, whether it's either in free agency or in the draft, whether it's a tight end or a wide receiver, we really need another weapon. Right?